should be recording. Awesome. If you have any questions, yeah, feel free to just ask them. I will actually screen share if I can. Just you know what? Maybe I will make them. Let's see how we make a breakout rooms. Assign automatically. Create 2 breakout rooms. Let the participants choose the rooms. Let's rename the rooms. Here as well. Oh, that's so cool. If you want to go to a room, feel free. If you want like a specific one-on-one questions. Very cool. Feel free to not use the breakout rooms. Quick question. No, that one's been covered. How do I see like the participants and how? Oh, no one else wants to join. Sad times. All right. Do you want to have a little bit of a? Do we want to have a little bit of a mess around? Anything you'd like me to do in Unity, I guess? You guys really aren't like asking anything. If you don't have any questions, feel free to leave. This isn't like a mandatory session. It's mostly because we're just in before the I think the holidays, the quick break. So we didn't want to overload you guys with work because you've also got school stuff. No questions are stupid. If you've got a question, feel free to ask. It's really not an issue. We're all the TAs are all more than happy to answer. Okay, let's do that. So scripts, new script create. When to use one over the other example script. So when you've got a variable, if it's Unity can only see it if it's public by default, right? By default. So let's just get rid of this. When you've got private float A, protected float B, and public float C. Right, if we save that and we go back to Unity, if we go into sample scene, go on. It's actually all just the difference between visibility and also encapsulation. So let's just create a cylinder, that'll be fine. 0, 0, 0, and in fact, no, we're going to put this 5 in the air. Where's the example script? Okay, cool. So notice how the only variable that's seen is C. Can you see the screen? Because I'm not sure if Thingy is recording it. Zoom might. Okay, awesome. So if you remember the script that we had a private A, protected B, public C, and the only one that Unity could actually see was C because it was public. Now, okay, I will get to your question in a second. If we want Unity to see these, like these non-public ones, we can add the serialize field attribute. Now, this only applies to the next thing. In this case, it's the variable A. And now Unity will be able to see the 2 fields that we have. Right. And the main use for this is to make all of your variables private so that other scripts can't access them. For example, let me create a new script, example script 2. And if we go to the, come on, where's, it's not working. Just go on. There we go. There we go. Example script 2. Now, if I go to example script 2, I can do private example script other equals get component example script. From other, I can access only C because it's public. Yes, exactly. It'll make it visible to Unity even if it isn't visible to other scripts. Like, you see, I can't edit A or B, but I can edit C from other scripts. And by making it private and serializing it, it's only visible to Unity. Hopefully that makes a bit of sense. Okay, Yingyu, how to get VS to highlight those literal like rigid body to be green? What do you mean by highlight? This is by default, Visual Studio has some syntax highlighting, and this is just it's highlighting the class example script and the class mono behavior. Are you using Visual Studio or Visual Studio Code? Because if you're using Visual Studio, it should happen by default. Like, for example, rigid body. I can create a new one called RB, and it'll highlight. The reason it might not highlight is if you don't have the correct using, right? Then it won't highlight and there'll be an error. But I'm not sure if you're getting that. Oh, there's someone.
When I first installed Unity, I also had this problem. So I found a really quick Stack Overflow guide on how to solve that thingy. I could post a link in the chat. If that works. Okay. So basically, you have to tell Unity what kind of editor, like external tools, to use in order to edit the Unity scripts. And you also might need to tell Visual Studio that there are some Unity scripts you need to edit. I don't know.
Oh, you know what it could be? Did you install Visual Studio separately or via the Unity Hub installer? You. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm so sorry. Because if you've installed it separately, there is a specific Visual Studio installer option that you should have. Visual Studio installer. And for the new people that joined, yeah, hello, Zoe. It's just a Q&A session. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask them. Okay, you install it separately. Cool. Oh, it's not showing because it's underneath the other ones. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, I'm out of date. Did you select, come on, Visual Studio. Did you select this, this workload? Because if you haven't installed this workload, you might want to. It provides some integration with Unity. Okay, Enterprise, that's fine. They all have the same workloads. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they have the same workloads available. And they should have this. Check in your installer to see if it's selected. If it's not, select it and upgrade. And in Unity, you can set the default editor to use under File, Edit, Preferences, External Tools, External Script Editor. You can actually set anyone you want. You can set Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio, or a custom one. And it is also opened by file extension. Also, Zoe, please, if you haven't, fill in a feedback form. It helps us improve the workshops and the content therein. It helps it tells us basically how you guys are feeling about the workshops that we're providing, whether we're giving you, whether we're answering your questions, whether we're going too fast, too slow, whether we're covering stuff that's too hard, too easy. It'll just help us tailor the workshops so you get a better experience. And even if you haven't attended all the workshops, even if you just watch them on YouTube, your feedback is still valuable. Oh, also there's like a £10 raffle at the end. So, you know, might as well. You forgot, no worries. I should also say that it was, this is recorded, so be nice in the chat. Christoph, any questions? I pick on you because you haven't. Oh, okay, go ahead, Maria. Yes, yes. What about the use of vector? Also, which script in particular? Okay, how is it different from vector 1 and 2? 3 means that it's 3D, right? So when you've got a vector, so there's a 4D vector, there's a 3D vector, and there's a 2D vector. Vectors by default use floats as their backing type. Oh, pardon me. They use floats as the backing type. You can also get an integer version. So 2, for example, vec2, private vector 3, vec3, and private vector 4, vec4, and then in private wait starts vec2.x. You see vec2 has x and y. Vec3 obviously will have x, y, z, and 4 will have x, y, z, w. There's also matrices, I'm pretty sure. Matrix 4x4, yeah. These are for rotations later on. There's also quaternions for rotation, but you can also use matrices for it. In fact, I think quaternion is quaternion is basically a vector that's used, but you don't need to worry about that. There's also the matrix types corresponding to vector types. I don't think there's matrix. Oh, is there only that? Oh, that's a shame. I thought there were multiple I might be wrong. Best not to start running my mouth. Let's see a little bit more on the responses, because responses are cool. Your feedback is valuable. Oh no, my web browser's dying slowly. You know what? 4 responses, awesome. Because something it's cut off on that. Watch them later on YouTube. Yeah, Wednesdays. Oh, Thursday and Friday. Okay, so people would some people would like that the workshops are moved, but they also said that that Wednesday's fine as well. Oh, I don't know if I could do Friday as a presenter, or other people could do it because they'll be tired. I will have to have a discussion on that in the team. Too much content is covered. Okay, is a bit. I'm guessing. I guess that's easy or maybe too hard. It sucks that the responses are cut off. It really does. Nothing bad. There have been no major issues. Oh, that's nice to hear. Organized our activity and communication. I'm not sure. Okay. I would add some external resources on the website and or Discord. Okay, we'll definitely keep that in mind. there will be a discussion about this. There's not too many people joining. In fact, there's no one else joining, which I don't know whether I should be happy about or a bit disappointed. Oh well, people don't need to come. I guess that's a good thing. Hit the desk accidentally. Anything else? Any questions are fine, even if you think they might be silly questions. It's honestly not an issue. We don't mind answering them. Also, if you're asking about anything outside of the workshops that we've done so far, maybe like what community be useful, I don't know. Any question you can think of, we can try to answer. Huh, that's quite neat. Jump to different symbols. That's pretty cool. Not too interesting though. Format this a little bit. If other questions, yeah, feel free to ask them in Discord. Are the workshops going to take a break for Easter? I think so. I think so, Zoe. Because not everyone has time over Easter, like as to present or to actually dedicate to the workshops. Some people have a lot of stuff going on. Others, like myself, aren't too busy, but we think that also we don't want to give you basically work to do over the Easter. Take your time, take the time off. Maybe catch up on uni work. I know I have. Yeah, some people have lives. Imagine. How dare they, right? Easter break is for catch up. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately. You know what? Do we want to do something? Hmm. Mm. I want to maybe try to do an inventory, a really simple one. That might be cool. Maybe some serialization. CS is the life. Yep, yep. CS is what I dedicate all my time to. I have no time for anything else. Friends? Imagine. The computer and the compiler are my only friends. It's a shame that we didn't get the other guy that said he was gonna. Or actually, the other. It's a shame that other people didn't come. Not too many people came. But you know what? I guess that's also fine. Yeah. They can always just ask the stuff in the Discord. Where would you post it in the Discord? I mean, I guess support general works. Yeah, those are probably fine. doesn't really matter where you post the questions. Just feel free to ask them. Are the YouTube videos linked on the website? They should be. They 100% should be. Let's see. Let's open a new tab. Oh, come on. I dislike Zoom greatly. I got it. I got it onto the screen. Let's see. Uni CS. Or what's Uni CS dot gamedev.unicsmcr.com. Let's see, tutorials. I was under the impression that there was a link to the, yeah, there's a link to the video on the specific workshop, right? Every single one should, workshop 2 doesn't have one. That's gonna have to be fixed. Workshop, none of them have them. That's disappointing. I'll have to raise that with we must have just forgotten to add it. It's definitely on the YouTube channel though. So let's, since but it's unlisted. Yeah, that each of them is unlisted. That's probably why you couldn't find them even on the channel. There are links in the Discord. I will mention that they need to be put. Oh, pardon me. I will mention that they have to be put on the actual website. So that will be fixed after this goes up. Okay. Sorry about that. I thought they were already up there. Turns out I lied. Okay. Well. They are definitely in Discord though, so you can get them from there. This is great. What was I saying before? Let's just mess around a little bit. I don't know. How would we do inventory? One. This is an excellent question. So that's an internal class. Sure. And do we want to do it slightly differently, maybe? Kind of items we would be holding, maybe. Any ideas? Just so you guys don't get a bit too bored, maybe. You might be doing other stuff, which, yeah, that's fair enough. There's just not that many participants. Oh, you're still catching up. Okay. Well, then I'll be quiet. I'll let you listen to that. Does it allow nullables? No, it doesn't, because they're implicitly nullable. Okay. Nah, let's not worry about that for now. Let's just have the slots. So from an inventory slot. And maybe we have slot. What do we want? Actually, let's make sure that it can't. Yeah, let's do that. Is it too early to ask what's an item? No, not at all. So what I'm doing just in the background is trying to create a simple inventory. item is just an interface, right? So an interface, I think in Workshop 1, there's like a little primer on C++, on C sharp, not C++, C sharp, my bad. And an interface is just a way of declaring that a given type has these methods, these members, right? So in this case, an item must have a name. It must have at least a name. It can have any other stuff as well, but it will be guaranteed to have a name. So it just allows us to basically have anything. If you have questions about what I'm doing as well, feel free to ask them. I'm more than happy to explain. Also, ask other stuff like graphics maybe, because Andre and Django could be getting really bored. I'm hogging the limelight of it. By the way, are we still recording? It looks like Zoom's recording, but I'm not too sure. Oh, there's a little red dot. I think it's recording. like graphics cards, graphics questions outside of what we've done so far, like 3D modeling and that. Also, Django, Andrew, if you'd like us, I would like to take questions so I don't hog everything.
Yeah, sure thing. I'll take over. Wait, Zoe asks, is it possible to link two cubes together to be one entity, but like with separate cubes? Wait.
I think that's similar to what like the parent, right?
Yeah, you can put two cubes under the same game object basically, and then put like all the logic inside that parent cube. Yeah, exactly like you're doing, and then you can just reference the cubes from the cube parents. So it's not really like putting two cubes into one entity, but kind of doing it, yeah.
And then just repositioning them to look like they're connected.
Mm.
Let's do that. Let's see if we can do that. This is the cube. No, everything will be -5. -5. -1. Andrew, do you want to take the other one? Django?
Logic-wise, Unity-wise, or 3D modeling-wise? I mean, overall, it would be quite more. It would be more difficult because you have to rig the snake and actually 3D model the snake instead of just making, cubes, whatever, not cubes, squares on a 2D plane. The logic might be the same, but that's it. Oh, or yeah, if you're going for a very minimalistic like model, you can, instead of squares, you can use cubes. So I think after all, it's not that difficult to transition between 2D and 3D.
One way that you could do it, definitely in within Unity, is to use a tile map. Right, if you wanted to just have a snake on a grid, like on a fixed grid of points, a la classic snake, you could use a tile map instead of having an actual game object. It's a possibility. I think we haven't covered tile maps. Well, you know what, maybe. Oh, but it's a 2D thing. Let's not cover 2D. Let's not confuse people. Oh, I wonder. How do? What's this? Okay. I don't know how to make 2D in here. Maybe this. Oh, grid. I'm not too sure. I mean, to me, it's all magic, anyways. What's this? 3D grid? This is all magic to me. Let's not do this. 16. No. No, it's not true. Collections. Yeah, no. This session is entirely voluntary, so feel free to leave. If you don't have any other questions right now, feel free to leave. Just put your questions in Discord afterwards if any come to mind. Oh no, every session is voluntary. It's just this one in particular. It's just a Q&A. Also, I think yeah, I've already mentioned to everyone here. Feedback form. We love the feedback form. Feel free to leave at any time. Expecting everyone to leave now. Thank you. It's going to be suffering. Okay, no problem. Have a nice day, guys. Awesome. No worries. Enjoy whatever you're gonna do. And then there were 3.
I was just about to thank Maria for her like awesome message. Oh,
Yay.
So sorry, I've been stealing all the stuff.
No worries, you did amazing.
yep.
I think we might as well end it soonish, like 17, because people aren't coming. I'll send a
Yeah.
message in the Discord, but you can people can post their questions on Discord as well.
Yep.
Hey, it was more than 2 people, so I count that as a win. I count that as a win.
Yeah. Well, very nice. I'm gonna head off as well.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, have a nice day.
Enjoy
You
your day,
too.
my dude.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And then there were 2.
Yes. Yep. Stack dot length. As well, just love turning pulse everywhere we can. Less than stack dot length. 10 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, should succeed. No, okay, 4 each is better. Oh no, I remember what I forgot to do. If, well, okay. T equals the dot equals. Awesome. Try pop, try push many. That's all we need. I guess a peak. Try peak. A out to just realized with it, I need to get not. Okay, so if the type is not equals to the cached item type. Yeah. Estimating costs. Yes, I am. Okay, 5 minutes. If you want to go, Andrew, feel free to. I'm a bit tired, actually. It's the count, it's +1, right? So so 0 + 1 stack 0. Fine. That's not entirely fine, but okay. Okay, no, it should actually be fine. Item equals stack count minus cast that. So if the type doesn't match, instantly exit out. If the count is 0, when is the count 0? The count is only 0 before we've actually pushed something. So no fun, no funsies. Should probably rename count to head or something. See how many errors that has. Head plus. If it's less than stack length. So that should also be there we go. Oh no, I know what I can do. I can just move the minus to the front. So then if it's 1, yeah, no, that makes sense. Now I can rename that to count. There we go. So it's greater than 0, so count is 1. We want the index, so it's count minus there. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I guess we can now have few boxes public. As well. See. That's all we really want to expose. We could even make it struct if we wanted to. That's no fun. Okay. Well, that's the end of it. If anyone else comes, they'll be a bit late. So, Ooh, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna stop with that.